Welcome back to Pops and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis for a Saxony somewhere behind this pop-up. There we go. Saxony with all that weirdness that's going on over there in Russia. And, you know, Russia. We're going for a custom achievement. We're going for the Saxon Federation. We have to have 75 princes in the Holy Roman Empire. So Voltaire's Nightmare achievement while following a whole bunch of rules about expansion. One of which is currently screwing us over, because I totally want to peace out the Ottomans, and I had a peace plan, which we're going to have to redo because they restart the game in between. But we have a peace plan. We just can't peace out because we own a province somewhere that is Orthodox, and we want to take Orthodox land. And our rules forbid that. There we go. Bashgirt still has religious zeal. I don't want Bashgirt. I never wanted Bashgirt. I failed to release it before going to war, and no, we can't release it. And piecing out the Ottomans for Orthodox land will not be allowed until we got rid of this. So we're gonna have to wait for the religious zeal to drop off in May next year, so a year and a bit. We're gonna have to eat all the call for peace in the meanwhile, which sucks, but hey. So we're in the Ottoman War, but we're mostly in it, you know, defending ourselves, waiting for it to end. And then we may or may not have to grab some additional war score, but I am not too flustered about that. Now, we are in an additional war. We declared war on Lorraine because we wanted to take land back from them. They took land in the empire, which needs to be undone. I think Baden. And also Nuremberg owns a piece of land that they shouldn't be owning, and maybe somebody else too? Don't remember. Nuremberg technically could be pieced out, so let's have a quick look at that. We want you to release Ansbach. You say no. We're going to keep you in the war. But first, Rudolf. Rudolf in Straubing. I think I already have an army going to Straubing. I do. So we can just unpause, let that run, and see where it takes us. We're close, but not there yet to capping on all monarch points, because we're waiting for a institution to spawn, which I believe is furthest in Mitteljutland here. Well, I failed to find the right button. There we go. We're at 77.55% here. Still 10 years, so we probably want to do some extra development. It's still unclear to me whether I should be sitting on institution spread or development edict. Probably should be on development edict at this point, if I'm planning to almost move it in there. Yeah, it's so expensive. Let's switch over to encourage development. Let's maybe consider even making our burghers happy, if that's a thing we can do. We can't quite grant them monopoly charters. Quite. And I think we need to be over 60% loyalty to get the bonus, which seems tough. I mean, we could give them some land. We have a sense of trade that are not owned by the burghers yet, which they want. But 0.6 loyalty, so we'd have to give away more than 10 provinces of Pest's value here, which seems like a lot. Let's just do some development. It'll be fine. Mitteljutland have some... What do we want to save most? I guess I want to use dip on... Not on development at all. Let's quickly use some dip on this stuff. Now, Baden, am I still waiting for something to convert here? I feel like I'm waiting for Breisgau. Cancel. Could make it Rhenish, but that would be garbage. Yeah, we're waiting for the Saxon conversion to happen here and here before we do these two. Just to save some dip, which maybe is not what we need. Breslau has the same issue, I believe, because it wants to be Saxon and Liegnitz is not yet. Yep. And then we're doing Albanian, Greek, Czech, Swiss. I should probably be sorting by culture here. The Belarusian in Toropets, I want to release some country in, I remember that. I know I did this not too long ago. There's Serbian. I'm doing 2 Serbian provinces. Why am I not doing Zeta and Kosovo? Is it an adjacency thing? It's probably an adjacency thing. Let's go to better map mode. Let's give me Zeta and Kosovo, which I'm sure is somewhere around here. There's Zeta. So we're converting Rashka right now and Lesche. So yeah, then we can do these 2 as well. But we could already do Skopje and turn that Greek, right? Why would I not be doing that? Let's have you be Greek. It's all Greek to me. And the Albanian culture here is already being removed. I think that's okay. Dip. We can take some dip before we have to go elsewhere. But I'm gonna put some clicks of admin and then... What are we doing on this one? Pretty close. 2 clicks and we got it. Feels like that's the case. Yep, there goes Enlightenment. Present now in Mitteljutland. We can't switch back to a institution spread in North Jutland just yet. Because we just switched. So we have to wait a year. But we could put it into Schleswig-Holstein. Which, at 20 development is not nothing. And it's now... Yeah, I'm going to turn it on. I don't know if it's going to be enough or anything, but I'm going to turn it on. Anyway. Late game institution spawning is very annoying because you're so powerful. So much development that it's very, very expensive to get it all spread. I don't want to marry any of you people. I should keep a bit of an eye on my war fronts, I guess. This is all fine. This is a bit weird, but okay. Any Ottomans in my country? I do not. I have this stuff happening, but that's alright. So that's fine. You are in Straubing, so we can pop out Rudolf. Karl Arnim. Which is a weird name. But hey, where are you guys going? To Parma and Genoa. I want you to log into Genoa before I punch you. There you go. Get medicked. Stacked and wiped some rebels. Alright, that was the Pretender. I almost forgot about you, Mr. Pretender. And I'm preparing for the war on the... For on the war? Yes. For a war on the Swedes. I think I... Oh no, I already did what I wanted to do, right? I got Bohuslän, which I'm converting, and then... I'm just coring and then adding to the empire, and then releasing. So we don't actually want to fight the Swedes anymore. These are just leftovers from our war against the Swedes. Alright. And then... At some point we're gonna want a war against... whom? I mean, we need another war against Venice and its ilk. However, that might not be for today. Karl Winkler. Come in, Karl Winkler. Here you go. The war with Venice. The war with Venice. Or at least Lucca. We don't actually need Venice, right? Well, there's like Ferrara here to release. Although we can also release them, I believe, in here. We can. Do we have issues now? Yeah, this is Romagnol. Oh, we can add you to the Empire. Right, that was the plan all along. Why is the Romagnol culture matter? Because we can't take any more Romagnol land, which is this, which we want. Although we could technically take Firenze and have our connection anyway, before we haven't removed that. But we probably still have some of the separatism, yeah. 7 more years of separatism, it's a lot. But taking Firenze would solve that. Then again, how much time do we have on Sassari before we can convert your religion? Man, words are tough. It's another 5 years, so it's close. Anyway, so that's one war we're definitely gonna do, which probably means we should start building some spy networks just so we can have a little bit faster coring happening. We're gonna go for you guys. No relevant cores here, and I don't think Naples has any. And then you have Ferrara, but again, we have that already in here. Milan, we can release in Mailand. Or once we get rid of the Lombardians, we could release it in, like, Novara. Let's build a spy network on Savoy, just in case. Still can't beat anything out of the Austrians. Don't think I can beat anything out of you, people. Can't do anything with you either. I'm gonna deal with you anyway. That's already in the cards. Can't do anything with you. I need to punch you for sure. And that truce is done in 18. Well, let's build a spine rock. I don't think I'm actually taking your land though, but because I'm gonna do Imperial Van, right? Something like that. But I am gonna still build that side network just in case I cannot. And then once Orthodox is gone, we could do Russia again, but I don't think Russia has much to offer anymore. Most of these things we can already. I mean, we did a big nasty on the Russians already. I think they don't have any European cores anymore that we could use. So we're done there. Now Ghazi, I believe this is Asia, right? No, this is Eastern Europe. This is Asia. Lower Yig is Asia, but Astrakhan and south of it is Europe. Now, if there were any cores, but that's just the Great Horde. This is Circassia itself, so that's an option. Probably the only option really on Ghazi. There's Georgia. More Georgia. And Armenia, but this is Asia again, right? This is Asia, Georgia is Europe. So Georgia and Circassia. I mean, that's two people. Two princes. PP, potential princes. Which I do want. You're allied to Persia. Which is big, but fine. Let's build that spy network. And then that's going to be enough. I'm going to put one of these guys to improve with outraged people and keep one for, you know, reactions. This is all fine. I don't presume Yemen wants out of this war. No. And we did. Oh, they're close though. Length of war is getting there. Trying to catch these guys. Ustvimno has the culture that we desire. Which one was this? You. Why did I need you to switch culture? Just because? I think it was just a because thing, right? And then we're doing this one already. Sure. What about these Novgorodians up here? Which we're not gonna release necessarily. We're doing White Karelia right now, and then we could do Soraka later. Sure. Okay, fine. War. You said no, you're still saying no. Who else is my enemy? Koblenz, or Aachen, I guess. And Ulm. And... oh, the Ottomans, yes, but that's a different war. We have Ulm. Should be able to peace out Ulm. You are nice and Protestant, so we don't need to do anything harsh to you. Being a free city means we probably want a long peace deal. Not that it matters. Maybe we should take a short one just because. Just take, you know, the minimum here. We want prestige. Let's take a long peace deal. We have 84%. We're going to be fine on prestige once we peace out, right? The Ottoman peace is going to give us 1 million prestige. It was the peace meant to be like this, and then we wanted to go down to Divrigi like this. That's already 10. It's almost enough. Divrigi for the AQ core. Once again, I don't know where Asia ends. I wish there was a continent in map mode. Is there? Overseas regions? No. No. Asia, Europe. Or within a... wow. Within a state here. Within a region. It switches. That's rough. So yeah, this is the dividing line. Okay. Don't believe there was anything else, right? Does not look like it. on the first scan. And there's Ottoman territory over here, but I believe we took all the stuff that mattered around here. And then in here, I think there's something up north. I remember I wanted to release, yeah, right, there's Moldavia. And there is the Krim, right. So what we're looking at is going... Did Moldavia already? No, but it might, these guys might successfully rebel. So we kind of want to go north along here, right? I think that's the case. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. Do I need Ackerman? I don't think I need Ackerman, right? Where's that Moldavian corps? All right, in Birlad. So I do need Ackerman. Like this. And then we want something to release the Crimea in, which might just be Yiddish cool, or it could be Kirim. But that's more development. That's Theodoro too, so we want both of these provinces anyway. So this is our peace deal. Something. There's Circassia. I don't actually need to take it from you. So that is interesting too. And we're gonna have adjacency here, so we should be fine delivering some empireness to people. We could just take a duchy and it would be okay. Taking the 2 ones in between is... It doesn't really do anything for us, it's just more stuff to handle. Also, they're Catholics here, ugh. Alright, I think this is gonna be a peace deal that we can be looking at. The Ottomans currently do not want that because we don't have the fort in Krim, but that's fine. Circassian Orthodox land, and then Gothic Orthodox land, and Crimean Sunni land. Be those, and then we have Romanian Orthodox, Bulgarian Orthodox, and Bulgarian Orthodox, Turkish Sunni, Pontic Orthodox. And then south here, Turkish Sunni, and Turkish Shia. We did get rid of all the... We did not get rid of all the Turks. And it's going to take a while before that happens. So we're actually going to have to accept Turkish for a while. It might even be a thing we accept forever. We do not currently have a slot, do we? No. We're getting rid of Rhenish. It's actually 1%. Did I state it? Why would I have done that? I believe Rhenish is just one province, right? I mean, the Rhenish I own. Germanic Rhenish. We own Aachen. We're currently converting it, but it's going to take time. 1722. Hey. More problems, eh? I mean, I started this a long time ago, but Constantinople is just so big that it's not going to be done in time. Okay. Is there a tech helping out, maybe? Any accepted culture tech coming up? Would be Dib, right? It's Dib. 26, it's 2 techs away. So that's a Nixnay. I don't think I have a policy for it. I do not. Dang. I mean, technically, I can just drop Rhenish anyway, right? Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing stopping us from just removing Rhenish and continuing our conversion. It's gonna be fine. Let's continue our war. For now, Mamlukian separatists. I mean, whatever. The Ottomans have their rebels going on. They take some stuff back. Once we take Krim, we should be absolutely fine in taking our war. Result. Let's take a guy. Let's take 2 guys. And have them take back Lucca and have the rest chase these people. This siege is taking forever. Do I have my 5 cannons? Not at all. This is a bad siege stack. 13 cannons and I need 25. Holy frick nuggets. You're at 20 as required. I had 13, right? So I need all but one of these cannons to make that 25. Venice, something, something, military access, it's fine. I don't really want to chase all these guys down, but they do seem intent on being alive, which clearly we can't have happen. So let's deal with it. Change that around a bit. Living enemies, honestly. Who has them? Let's get to Albenga. What are we doing in Albenga? Oh, they're building mercenaries. Like, what am I doing to Albenga? Nothing is the answer. Ooh, that's 3k people. Do not like the idea of fighting that. Just go back here. If they feel like running around in France, that's their prerogative. I don't need to be bothered by that too much. I'm a bit bothered by the amount of attrition we're going to take here. But I also do not want to drop any people from that siege. There's another 1,000 stack popped. I mean, it's what you get for trying to take back land, I guess. You stop, please. Wait for these guys to lock in and then deal with them. Pop. Everybody embraces enlightenment except me. Pop. Wait, am I at war with you? I'm not, right? Feels like they're building troops in Savoy land, but maybe that's not actually the case. Don't need you guys to follow me around anymore. On the siege of Krim, good. I'm no longer worried about war score against the Ottomans. Because we just have so much. We're not going to getting that below 66 or whatever the threshold is anyway. So let's keep rolling there. There goes Frankfurt. That should allow us to peace out Nuremberg, right? No, that's still a no. Oh, would I not peace out Ulm? Is there a reason I didn't peace out Ulm? Oh, I just wanted to check on the prestige whether I need it. I get 10 from the Ottoman War we said, right? Well, 21 actually. So I don't need anything else from Ulm. Just get your peace. It's fine. Speak your peace. Negotiate it for themselves. Get it done. There's Frankfurt. We already have Koblenz down, so it's really just the Alsacians. Lorraine. Now, piecing these guys out might temporarily reduce our war score. But I think that part is fine. You are not a filthy heretic, so all I want is your war reps and your trade power. And get out. And then Koblenz, you're also not a filthy heretic, even though you're a bishopric. Maybe because you're a bishopric. We occupy Theodoro, good. We piece you out for trade power and war reps. Merely for themselves. Get going. And we're essentially already capped on prestige without even ending the Ottoman War. Unfortunately, we can't release any princes while we're at war. So we can't currently... Oh, look, they lost their military access to France. Black flagging everybody. Dig it. Because we can't peace out people, we can't use the... we can't release people right now. We can't use our prestige for that purpose. How close are we to capping on Dib? Not utterly close. Graubünden. No, I should have just clicked on go to. There we go. That means I can start converting St. Gallen. And I guess no, I'm already doing St. Gallen. Dang. Well, so much for that. Still waiting for you and for you to come in. Marry Albania and Brunswick. I think not. Think not. Oldenburg, military access is fine. Imperialism against Korchin. Welcome to the world stage, Korchin, I guess? I do like that explosions are back. That's just nice. Love myself a good explosion. I really wish you could see rebels enforce timers on enemies or on other nations. I would really like to know when these guys are going to enforce. Oh wait, that's Moldavian separatists? Well, you know, you're Wallachians and you're Moldavians. How much do I love that? What happens to Moldavian separatists if I release Moldavia? I think they stay separatists. As weird as that is. And they might then feed Moldavia. I mean, that's fine. As long as they don't create Moldavia before a peace out, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Still waiting for 13 to happen. Okay, here we go. That should be enough to peace out Nuremberg. And it is. So you... Oh. Ah, fudge. I don't want you to give up all your land. I just want you to give back Ansbach itself. So I'm actually going to have to take Ansbach and then release it. Bah. Bah, I say. It's going to cost me dip now, and then it's going to cost me prestige later when I release it. At least I don't have to core it and add it to the Empire. There's no other way, right? There's no return core to somebody that doesn't exist. No. It's very unfortunate. No, it's not offer tribute. Let's take Ansbach, because I have to. And I could take Nuremberg instead, but I think Ansbach is smaller, right? Yeah. So that's what we want. And then I guess I take your war reps. Your trade power. Yeah, don't love it. Don't love it at all. Yeah, it also generates aggressive expansion, but that is not. It's just a number. We know this. Oh, that's the CB. Sure. Yeah, let's do this. Merely for themselves, right? Yeah. Why did Ansbach have a core in Nuremberg? I mean, I know why. Because they did the same stupid thing earlier. But it's... And then once we have a guy, which is now, we can peace out Lorraine. And make them release Baden. For sure. That's really all they need to do, if they could only behave. Problem is that they never behave. Do I need to... No. Prestige does nothing. Could make them return stuff to Switzerland, which is actually free. So I should probably be doing this, just to keep sort of a balance of power here. Make them return Zurich and Sundgau, maybe? Like that. So that it's sort of fair. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. And we don't need to force your religion or anything. You can give me money, though. And that's that. Do it. Good enough. Get people back in my country. And continue. Yeah, I don't want to core Ansbach. I just want to give it back. Well, want. Strong word. But you know what I mean. So what's my next war again? 18 is when we can do... Or peace out the Italians. At the earliest. So we could start in like 15. So that's in 3 years. I think it's time to break with the French finally. I mean, they have friends, but not insane amounts of friends. I mean, it's the same thing, but we still need to do it, right? We might need this. I'm just going to do it now, in case it's going to be a problem later. And then what? Is there anything else? How far are we off? We have like 10 missing. Ooh, we need votes. Oh, because I don't have legitimacy. Yeah. I mean, we are fresh. So we should be okay. Shouldn't die immediately. Shouldn't. So Bulgaria is 44 opinion off of voting for me. It seems like it's doable. Bulgaria, is it you? No, that's Wallachia, Transylvania. I should know these things. You're it, right? Yeah. Did I improve with you? Yeah, I did, but not a lot. Let's go ahead and improve you. I'm not super afraid. Oh, this is... You like attrition? So put some attrition in your attrition. There we go. Child Ottoman crooks and all that. Child? What's a child crook? Did it say child crook? And if so, what does it mean? If not, what did I read? And why can't my friends not attrition me to death? It's a good question, right? I mean, I guess they didn't know where to go, because they can't go home without causing attrition. Makes some sort of sense, I suppose. Lost the siege of Mosul, which is okay, I think. Again, I'm not afraid of Ottoman war score. This should be very far from being a problem. I just need to... Who took this back? Is there an Ottoman army around here? Hungary, did you do it? If so, oi! Why would you do that to me? I'm your best friend. Well, not technically, I guess. We need to do what? We need to put a cut in here is what we need to do. And then next episode we can finally click the button to convert stupid little Burzgirt to a proper religion. I might even turn edicts or whatever to make that faster. And then we can peace out Mr. Ottoman once we have accepted Turkish as a culture. But not this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like what you're seeing. As always, like button, subscribe button, all your friends. And if you have anything to say, there's always that comment section. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.